All of my work is inspired by St. Pete. It really comes to communicating a message that St. Pete people can relate to. I needed to understand the community, the local businesses, other artists. I needed to understand what this is all about in order for me to communicate what I want to communicate. I wanted to create work for people with a heart, and for me that was local businesses. I'm a big believer in relationships. I think that everyone that you run into with your life, it's here for a reason. Relationships are long-term. So I'm coming out of almost 2-year-long injury. I think it was a mix of overuse and not rest enough. As artists, we're so passionate for what we do that we don't find time to stop. I wanted to create as much as I possibly could. I wanted to paint as much as I possibly could, and I just really wasn't aware that by doing that, I was also damaging my body. I believe that even just getting the awareness out there to check in on our artists, it's an important thing. With the modern world, especially social media, we oftentimes just show what's the best of our lives. We tend to hide some of the things that may not be 100, or maybe some problematic things that maybe we don't want to share. And because of that reason, the city or our community may not know what's going on with that. As artists, we're just like a little bit hard-headed. Ultimately, we just want to make money from our art. I believe that as a community, we need to be seen. I've been lucky to be seen. There's a lot of people that have not been seen, and I think that it's really nice to know that the city sees you, appreciates you, and wants to support you. I think it's just really nice to be able to take care of each other, especially in a small city like St. Pete, where we know who the artists are. We know them by name and last name, and we know their families, and we know that what they're creating out there. And I think that we need to step away from that business transaction of just create this for me and I will pay you, rather than being there if in case something like my experience happens, and check in and make sure that we are in a good place and we can come back and then we can continue creating. One thing that I would like to say is I'm really excited to see where this goes next. I think that there is a really solid foundation here and a very good idea to help support the artists in the city that we love. And I also want to do a calling to other artists to help us get this to a better place. Because without a really strong community or a union, we're not going to be able to get this off the ground. And so I'm calling everyone that has maybe had a challenge before, financial challenge, or wants to see the city stepping in. I want for everybody to be able to join us, and those local businesses also help us spread the word and help us continue growing the arts.